Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're now looking at Invasion Episode 6 titled Home Invasion. We're finally back. Feels like forever since we did one of these. And I think this will be a very important episode to discuss. Not really in terms of the storyline, but I think as an audience, this will be a very important episode to see, did we like this episode? Did we not like it? Obviously, this is just my opinion, so let me know down in the comments below if you guys enjoyed the episode or if you didn't. But I think it's important to discuss because, guys, listen, we got aliens. We got aliens in this episode. For a lot of us who have been complaining about these last 5 episodes, saying that they kind of forgot about the whole invasion storyline. Listen, this episode, we got it. We got aliens. So before I give you guys my thoughts on the episode, please make sure to like and subscribe this video. And I'm going to do a quick recap like I always do of the episode. We'll look at the big moments, talk about everything, do a little discussion, and then I'll do my rating and my review after. But please make sure to comment down below what you thought. But let's get into it. So the episode starts with Anisha, and she's in the back of the ambulance, right where we left her in the last episode. And so she's in the back. All of a sudden, she just realizes that she's got a family to go to. I don't know what makes her realize this, but she snaps out of it. And she tells the ambulance to stop. And she runs out into the middle of the street with the rain coming down. And that's like the big cold open, and it's opening credits, right? So, she's walking through the street now. She comes across a bunch of dismantled army soldiers. And I thought this was cool. I thought this was a good moment. It shows the strength of the aliens as we see like the dismembering of these military soldiers. And it kind of leaves us wanting to see more, right? And so she tries to get into an army truck. It barely budges. So she gets out, she grabs an army gun, and she goes on her way. And so like I said, I thought the scene was good. I thought it was good, suspenseful, showing the strength of the aliens. And so finally she goes back to the house. We find an empty house. It looks like everyone kind of left in a rush, or that's what we think as the stove is on, the lights are on. And she sees like a dead dog in the middle of the living room. And then the house starts to rattle, sort of like an earthquake, starts to rattle and shake. She hides into this closet. She looks up and a hand reaches out, and it turns out that the family and the couple that they're staying with are hiding up in the attic. So now they're all stuck in the attic. The house is still rattling. The aliens are obviously still in the house, or the alien is still in the house, like rummaging around, doesn't know that they're in the attic. And so they start, talking. The wife just starts rambling. The couple's wife, not Anisha. She's just rambling, saying that she doesn't want the family in there. They're going to be too loud. Like, why do we even bring them in? So they start bickering for a little bit. And this is where I sort of realized that I don't like any characters. I think just the way these characters talk and interact with each other. There's literally not a single character I enjoy, which is I just want to put that out there because it's not good for a show to really not have a single character that I enjoy at all. But like I said, that's just me, subjective. You guys may enjoy a lot of characters, may enjoy all of them. Just saying that's something that I noticed right here, and that's in this moment, is that I just don't like any characters. But at least this episode was suspenseful. I will give it that. So they're all arguing. The two older men, the dad and the couple, the older man, they start fighting over the gun. The daughter falls through the attic, through the attic floor. She falls down. The wife, Anisha, she jumps down. And this is where it sort of felt like War of the Worlds. As they jump down, we finally get to see the black alien. He creeps up the steps. There's a good shot where we see the alien in the back, and they're hiding behind the door. And it just made me think of War of the Worlds 2007, I think is when it came out. If you guys remember when Tom Cruise and Tim Robbins were in the basement and they got to maneuver around while the alien's looking for them. I just sort of got the same sort of vibes from that. As Anisha and her kids and the dad are maneuvering around the house, and the alien is sort of looking for them, or trying to do whatever it's doing while they're trying to sneak downstairs and eventually escape. So Anisha makes her way downstairs. She goes with her daughter. They hide in a closet. She notices that her daughter, the back of her head, is bleeding. And we then see, the father and the son. They try to make their way down as well. This is where I thought the sneaking around stuff was a little bit drawn out. It's like 10 to 15 minutes or however long it was of them just sneaking around. It was just a little bit too long for my personal taste. And so the dad is trying to move the wardrobe that's stuck in front of the door. So they want to escape, but there's the older couple. They blockaded the door, right? So the dad's trying to take all that stuff out. The mom, Anisha, she's obviously worried about them making too much noise. So that's going to attract the alien. She calls her son over. The son chooses, looks back at the mom and the dad who to go to, and he goes to the mom. And so they hide in the closet while the father is still trying to move the wardrobe. Anisha sees in the reflection the alien coming towards them. And this is where we sort of got our first good look at the alien besides the episode 2 ending where we got the big, I don't know if that was the mother alien or whatever it was. But we got to see the alien that's in the house. And it looks like this black twisted body with spider legs coming out. And it has this sort of high-tech skin as we see later on. It's more highlighted. So we get a good look at the alien. And Anisha tries warning the father that the alien is coming. And so the father doesn't really hear it first. He gets the wardrobe. And then when he looks back, the alien attacks him, and I thought he was presumed to be dead. This is where I'm going to talk about after, what maybe happened there. I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll get to that. So while the alien is attacking the dad, Anisha takes her kids, and they go outside. They go to the car, but the car is locked. So then we see the older couple guy. He comes out. He throws the keys at Anisha, tells her to open up the car. And he's then attacked by the alien, and who I think dies. It's not really confirmed, but he gets attacked. And so she gets in the car. She starts it up. She backs up and gets the car stuck. This is where I thought it wasn't annoying. Like, it's fine for what the episode was. But I was like, really going to get the car stuck? And so the alien then attacks the car, breaks through the windshield. Anisha gets the gun, shoots the alien. It does nothing to the alien. It has no effect on him. She then grabs the black thing that her son had, where I think we talked about in the last episode, the episode before that, and we didn't really know where that black thing came from. She takes it, she stabs the alien a bunch of times and kills it, right? She's like screaming, she's like, ah, and she kills the alien. We then see the dad come out of the house. It's pouring rain. Anisha goes out, helps the dad, gets him in the car, and the episode sort of ends with them driving away. They back out of the house. She backs up over the alien, and on the radio, it's saying that the evacuation process still goes on for all these counties, and the credits roll as the counties are being named, right? I didn't really like this ending, to be honest, but I'm gonna give you guys my rating for the episode right now. So I'm giving it 3.3 out of 5, right? So I think compared to the rest of the episodes, this was the best yet, but that's honestly not saying much. And it's exciting to say this, but I did want the aliens, right? And it's not like, listen, I can deal with slow burns all day. I love a good slow burn. If you see some of my movies, I got Criterion stuff. I can obviously deal with a good slow burn. But I just felt like what this show was telling us and the storylines and the characters, it had no substance to it. And I think for me, why I think this episode's so important is because it all came to fruition in that when the alien attacked the car. That's when I realized that even with aliens, the show just doesn't do much for me. And I don't want to say that's too little too late, but it sort of is, you wasted 5 episodes talking about interrelationships and the space wreckage without really building up any other type of storyline around the aliens, so that when the aliens do finally come, it just feels empty and hollow. You just randomly give us an episode where it's like an alien invasion, like a 30-minute episode with aliens attacking the house, and it was... Dude, it was suspenseful, at times, but like I said, I don't really care for these characters. I'm not sitting there, I'm like, oh my god, is she gonna die? I don't care about Anisha. I think Anisha's annoying, but that's me. That's subjective. I think Anisha's annoying. You don't have to think Anisha's annoying. And, like I said, there's a lot of you who wanted aliens, right? So, if you liked, we got aliens. So maybe you liked this episode and you're excited to see what's going forward. Some of you were enjoying the show, and now, this episode felt kind of different from those previous episodes. So I wonder what fans think of this episode now too, the ones who like those previous 5 episodes. So, this is the most important episode, I think, so please comment down below what you guys think. I kind of want to do a nice temperature check to see what the audience thinks of the show so far. But personally for me, it's just so exciting to say this because I did have hope. I was like, when the aliens do come, which we knew that the aliens were going to come at some point, I was like, maybe I could still enjoy it. Maybe I could still like it. Maybe it's going to do something different. But this episode made me realize that even with aliens, I'm not a fan of the show, and maybe that's the characters, that's the writing. And what was the point of this, a 33-minute episode? The show has been giving us an hour-long episodes, right? So why these 30-minute episodes? I don't mind a 30-minute episode, but for a drama, it feels out of place and sort of weird. What I'm hoping for going forward now is that maybe next episode we could see the army guy, Ward, and he has his own little 30-minute episode where he interacts with the aliens, similar like this, not in a suspenseful way, but with a more alien-focused episode, but with Ward. And then maybe the episode after that, we go back to the British kids because we have to see what happens to them. And maybe they have another alien episode that's 30 minutes. And then I think we'd have 2 episodes after that. So maybe we could do a 2-part finale where I have no clue. I don't know what would happen in that 2-part finale. We still have the Japanese people as well. So maybe they have their alien episode. And then the finale is all them, doing whatever. And then I guess it would end with maybe the big alien. It's some sort of cliffhanger ending. And then we're set up for season 2. I don't know. For me, it's just not doing anything. And so my closing thoughts are this. To explain the 3.3 rating real quick, I know maybe you guys think it's a little bit higher. Listen, there's a short episode, 33 minutes like I said. So 3.3 was there because it was a suspenseful episode. I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, this was good, this was good, this was good for most of the episode. But when you look back at it, you're like, okay, most of it was just them, sneaking through the house. There's not really much there. And then towards the end, with the alien attack in the car, there's not really much there either. So for an episode as it was in the moment, I give it a 3.3 because it was better than watching some of the boring stuff that's been going on in these last 5 episodes. But looking back on it, you know, it is what it is. Some other, you know, theories to talk about or stuff. One is the dad. I want to discuss that. So he's alive when, like, why did the alien attack him? And then what happened? Did he like think he was dead and then he went to the older guy? I don't know. I just thought that was a little weird. Like, I thought the dad should have died. And then two, the only other thing to talk about storyline with this episode is the black object killing the alien. So I'm guessing, you know, obviously that black object is some sort of alien technology or comes from the aliens. So it was like they need that to destroy the alien. Sort of like Game of Thrones with the White Walkers and the I forgot what material it was. I know there was Valyrian steel to kill the White Walkers, but there was that other thing that Sam had that never really came to fruition with the I forgot what that was called. But you know, it was some sort of alien technology can destroy these aliens. But I mean, honestly, what else is there to talk about? There's nothing to talk about with this episode. You know, you can literally condense this whole episode into one saying, and it's the title. It's Home Invasion. An alien invades the home, and they escape. That's really all that happens in this episode. But I do think this episode is better than anything that we've gotten so far. So I would rather watch an episode like this than what we've gotten before. And, you know, it's a step in the right direction. I sort of said that thing like 2 episodes ago. But, you know, this just solidified that I'm not a fan of the show. You know, I was holding on to hope. But this is sort of like the nail in the coffin for me. I'm still going to watch it because I still want to see where it all leads to. And I do enjoy covering. I do enjoy making these videos. But I don't see it really going anywhere now. And I think whatever they give us, I just don't like the characters. How am I supposed to connect with a show where I don't like any of the characters and I don't see a point to your story? There's, you know, for me personally, there's really not much you could do to change my mind on that, I don't think. So let me know what you guys thought of the episode down below. If you enjoyed it, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you all in the next video.